Solo TV 84. I'm your gracious host, Solomon Jones, and today, we got a controversial topic: wet dreams and succubuses. Now, before I get into it, I just want to say that I am not a doctor, a scientist, a therapist. I'm just a regular guy who's been doing NoFap for 253 days. This is day 253. And what that means is I have not masturbated nor watched porn in 253 days. Now, I have done semen retention as well. Now, semen retention to me is where you do not have sex either, right? Now, some people believe that NoFap and semen retention are the same. I believe they're different. I believe semen retention, you don't have sex at all. NoFap, you can have sex. However, it's not every day or even every week. Let me get into this topic. Before I talk about wet dreams and succubuses, we have to talk about what triggers wet dreams. Everybody's different, right? And I've noticed for me personally, what triggers wet dreams is number one, when I'm not drinking enough water. I don't know why water helps, but when I drink a gallon or more of water a day, it helps. Now, I've noticed that if I'm drinking a lot of alcohol or alcohol before bed, that is a trigger, right? And I don't know exactly why. I haven't done the science look behind it yet, but this is something that is a trigger of mine. So alcohol consumption has to be at a minimum or virtually none, especially before bed. Number two, explicit sexual conversations with women, where women will all of a sudden, when you're doing well, right? This is the paradox of NoFap. When you're doing well, when you're meditating, when you are reading the Bible, when you're, just doing good, all of a sudden you will have women popping out the woodwork, whether you are, meeting women in real life or dating apps. And if you're not even doing that, maybe, ex-girlfriends or women that you've dealt with in the past, all of a sudden these women will come out and they will be sexually explicit with their conversations. This can also be a trigger. Another thing that is a trigger is too much stimulation, meaning, you're watching too much television or video games. A lot of the stuff that we watch, it gets subconsciously ingrained in us. And so you may watch a TV show and they're having explicit sex, but you're thinking, oh, it's just a show. But you know what? Your subconscious is replaying that back at night while you're going to sleep. Now, wet dreams is an issue that will happen. However, there are some wet dreams that are not regular wet dreams. These are wet dreams where you're dealing with a succubus. Now, people are saying, what's a succubus? Succubuses are water spirits that basically are manipulative spirits that will basically have sex with you to steal your life force, your sperm, to steal your blessings, to kill you, to get you into covenants. Now you're wondering, why would they want to do that? These succubuses aren't trying to have sex with you because they think you're handsome. They're trying to steal your blessings, your life force, okay? Your life force, your sperm, your energy, and you have blessings that God has for you. They're trying to get those as well, to steal that from you, and they're trying to destroy you. Now, I know a lot of people might say, Solo, you are smoking Cocoa Puffs. They're not real. But let me ask you this. Have you ever had a sexually explicit dream where you woke up and you felt ashamed the next morning because you had sex maybe with an ex-girlfriend, an ex-wife, a family member, a neighbor, your pastor's wife, right? You had sex with somebody, or you had such perverted sex that you felt ashamed, that you were like, yikes, what's going on, right? And these dreams are so vivid that you wonder, did that really happen, right? And a lot of people might say, Solo, how do I know this is real? Well, here's the thing. After you have that dream, how do you feel the next day? And then what is happening in your life after you had that dream? You see, when you have these type of dreams, these evil entities, they want to keep you down. They want you to continue to do what you're doing, to continue to have, sex with maybe different women or watch pornography or have different type of things. Because at the end of the day, these are things that keep your life force that you expend out on things that are not worth it. And so anybody who knows the benefits, I'll see like semen retention or NoFap, you know that not jerking off or not busting, you have more energy, you feel better, your self-esteem is better clarity, right? And if you get into habits now where you are dealing with, you have these succubuses in your dreams, next thing you know, you have a bunch of women coming in your life that want to have sex. Now you're busting all types of nuts, and now your energy's gone. And then when the women leave, all of a sudden, getting back on NoFap or semen retention is even more difficult than before. Hella difficult, because now you're craving sex, you're craving the bus. And you guys got to watch for those things. You got to watch for those triggers. You got to watch for that. Now, how do you deal with these succubuses? Well, number one, when you wake up, you cancel that dream by doing a prayer where you say, God, we cancel any evil, demonic dreams that are not from you. And then, you read Psalm 119, you do a fast, which I'm working on, because trust me, the fasting is hard. But at the end of the day, you have to do a correction, and you have to get back then to doing things that were helping you, right? Now, I know some people might say I'm off the deep end on this, but because this is the type of video that you're not going to hear from any other YouTuber. But guys, I'm talking from experience. Don't feel shamed. There's a lot of shame. Don't feel ashamed. If you have succubuses coming after you, that means they're being threatened by what you're doing, right? Because NoFap is a spiritual process, a spiritual cleanse. See, for me it is. So what I mean by that is, when I first started NoFap, I was just like, yo, I'm not jerking off. But then it pointed out infirmities in my life. It pointed out bad things that I was doing because of the benefits. And I noticed, hey, maybe this isn't good for me. Maybe I shouldn't be going here or doing this or eating that. Anyway, I'll talk about this more, man. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter at SoloTV84, www.patreon.com/SoloTV84, and I'm out. Peace.